Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the 5-piece Russian Soul collection from AEngland. This is the first time you're seeing this brand reviewed on my channel because they are actually pretty hard for me to get a hold of here in the States. This is not a local brand to me, so it's not super accessible. However, I was approached by a company. Their brand is called Beautometry, and they are a website that carries a wide range of polishes, brands that are maybe less easy to access, everywhere, especially here in the States. Like AEngland, I've really only purchased one of their polishes before in the past from one of these websites that carries a number of different brands so that I could try different things, and I've always known that I love them. They have a gorgeous formula. Most of their polishes are filled with holographic particles, or they're completely linear holographic. This collection we're going to look at today is a mix of the two, some scattered holographic and linear holographic. So I listed here beautometry.com. I definitely recommend you check them out. I was browsing through their site, looking at the prices. I was very pleased with the prices that they're offering for these brands. Not only do they offer nail polish, but they also offer stamping supplies. So stamping polish, stamping plates. They also have nail art accessories, things like that. I want to read to you a list of the brands that they carry there. We have AEngland, Arcane Lacquer, China Glaze, Esmalte Kelly, Fun Lacquer, Femme Fatale, Glitter Gal, a French name I can't pronounce. I'll write it here. Powder Perfect, Swatched, and Clean Color. So yeah, definitely, like I said, go take a look. I was sent these polishes for review from this company, but I definitely plan to use this website in the future for my own purchasing because I feel like there's maybe a limited number of websites that stock polishes in this way, and I really did feel like their competitive prices were something that I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and look at these 5 polishes. The Russian Soul collection has 3 linear holographics and 2 scattered holographics. The linear holographics are all pretty similar in hue. They're all variations of a silver holographic. So we just have one that is, pretty much straight up silver with a slight, I can feel like a slight reddish pink tint to it. One that is a little bit more green tinted, and then definitely one that's more purple tinted. We'll talk about these 3 first. So the first one I want to talk about is called Kalinka, and this one is the one that is slightly rosy toned. I can see a little bit of pink in here, but it's very, very slight. These linear ones, you do need at least 2 coats. The first coat's going to look too sheer to you, but once you build this up to a second coat, it just really does look phenomenal. I don't really think you need to go for a third one. You can if you want to, but I really felt like it was just perfect at 2. These just photograph so stunningly outside. As you're going to be able to see here in a moment, you're just going to want to take a walk all day. Hey, that's the nice thing about holographic polishes. They kind of help us to burn a few more calories. Anyway, this is absolutely gorgeous. Did not let me down. Very typical AEngland perfection. The next polish that I want to talk about is the green toned one, and Google tells me to pronounce this in the way that I guessed, and I'm going to pronounce it Katyusha. That's how Google tells me to pronounce it. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering that Russian name. This is very gorgeous. I loved the green take on, it's pretty much this kind of the same thing we just looked at, it's just a little bit green toned, but again, it goes on so great in just 2 coats. This looks stunning outdoors. At some angles, you can actually see a mix of purple and green in here, I noticed, which I thought was really spectacular. For the most part, I do see that green, but I like how when you twist it, kind of like a duochrome, you can see some different things. All right, the last of the 3 linear holographics we have is called Waltz of the Flowers. And this one does have a much deeper base hue than the first 2. This one is another kind of multi-chrome effect like the other ones, where it has a main color of purple, but you can definitely see some other things in there too, which I really enjoyed. And then of course it's just absolutely packed with holographic. Again, we have a great 2-coat formula here. Again, so stunning outside. I really just love how these apply so smoothly. I did want to mention that I usually do a little bit of cleanup with almost every single nail polish just to make sure things look just right. With these polishes, I don't even think I did any cleanup on any of them. That's how easily they apply. They aren't miracle polishes. If you're brand new to applying nail polish, you might not have the same experience. But for me, I apply nail polish all the time and don't get it absolutely perfect every time, because some nail polishes are just more runny or whatever, just a little bit less manageable, but these ones were just like a cakewalk to apply. So the last two of the collection are these darker ones here that are much stronger cream base with scattered holographic going all through them. I did just one coat on both of these. They were so easy at just one coat, totally opaque. I did add a glossy top coat on the end just because they were so nice and opaque and fast drying that I just felt like a little bit of top coat would just make them look that much nicer, but I just love the application of these two. So the first one is called Natasha's Dance War and Peace, and this one is the black. It's like a steely gray. It almost feels like it has a tiny bit of blue in there, but it's very close to just being straight up black with scattered holographic. Absolutely beautiful. If you don't have a black holographic in your collection yet, I really recommend this one. It just laid down so easily. Definitely one of my best experiences with a black holographic polish. And last up in the collection we have the purple, you know, very deep holographic polish, and this one is called Polovetsian Dances, and just a deep royal purple, so dark and brooding, but just so feminine at the same time, so beautiful. Again, this has such an easy one coat formula. That's all I'm showing you here on these last two, because you really don't need to use more product to get your manicure just looking so nice. You just need that one coat and then you're done. This looks gorgeous. You can have this bottle for a long time because you don't have to keep using up coats and coats to make this look so rich and indulgent. It just looks like that in one coat. I loved it. Alright guys, so that was my whole review. I hope that you found this helpful. I think if I had to pick some favorites, I would go with the purple and green linear hollows and probably the deep purple scattered holographic. That formula just cannot be beat. It was so delicious, such a pleasure to apply. Don't you love it when applying your polish is just like a dream to apply and you're not just like messing around with formula? Oh my goodness, I just love that. If you haven't ever tried this brand before because they're just not very accessible for you, I definitely recommend you check out Beautometry.com. I feel like they have a really good option there for some of us who aren't very localized to these brands to really be able to try it in more things. I did also notice that they are a retailer for Moyu London plates, and I have always wanted to try some of those, and sometimes it seems like they're a little bit more tricky for me to get my hands on, so I'm definitely going to be going there for that as well. Thanks guys for spending some of your time with me today for this review. It was such a pleasure to review this collection. As I said, the formula is just so delicious. You can really sink your teeth into them. I think that's it. I hope you're having a really great day. I will see you back for my next review. Until then, take care. Bye. And so I've already known that this brand has very high quality polishes, and I saw this collection and just thought, it's time. Let's do it. Let's review a collection. So we're gonna look at all 6 polishes in this collection. I have to go ahead and tell you that I have such a crush on this brand. One